we're going to talk fallout of this. Okay. Quite a bit of fallout. All right. So, you know, the salt mine is safe for the most part.
There's still a worm running around.
But the dragon would have
It's
took care of
wild
it.
now, not directed.
Because I still had it charmed. It was going towards the dragons.
Your charm's not going to last forever.
Right, but
That worm needs
But
to
the thing
eventually the dragon was coming, so they would meet.
Well, the drow are willing to
Go help fight it.
Right.
go throw themselves at it to prove
Yeah,
to repent.
that worm needs taken care of to make sure everyone is safe.
Which character was friends with the deep dragon the most?
Among us, it was Bulwark.
I never met the deep dragon.
Did you know? I thought you were.
Not as
Oh, it was the book.
It was the book.
The book was with them. That's right. The book, because you were hiding that whole time.
And Wolfie.
And that's right. Wolfie was there.
Wolfie
The
and
Wolfie
Bulwark.
won't have the intelligence to remember that.
So okay.
But if somebody reminds her, she might.
All right. So well, technically,
You'd remember helping a mama dragon.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the mama dragon. So.
Well, once I saw her, I may remember seeing her anyway.
So this is the fallout. So we're going to speed run some of the things. So we want to take care of the worm, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So are you saying that Bulwark and Wolfie are going to go take care of the worm? I mean, talk to the dragon.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll go talk to
and then who's going to go take care of the worm?
I'm going after the
I'll
worm.
go after the worm.
So you guys are going after the worm
Hopefully we'll meet you
With-
with,
I'm
going
some
Project
dragons.
with the drow.
Mhm.
Okay. So like I said, you had it right above halfway, but considering as long as you didn't cast any other spells that require concentration.
I've still got 2 incapacitated
Oh, I
spells,
still got a
so-
bunch.
Yeah. So
So you all are going to go kill the worm?
all right. So well, between it's going towards the
I
dragon.
still got 1 5th level spell left.
All right.
Got
So
two.
you two know Mama is in the Drow City.
Yeah.
You know, like she basically turned it into her lair. The whole Drow City is.
We'll take one scout from here to show us the fastest way to the city.
All right, so you're all going to there, and then you guys gonna go get it set through. So it won't be too bad with a bunch of soldiers, and you all, like I said, you did hurt it quite a bit. But the big question is, what does Cora want to do?
Go with the drow right now.
So is Cora going to? It's like
I mean, she can just
I know,
go take
I
off
know
on
this.
another
I know,
adventure.
so this might be very difficult. So like you two are going to talk, Projet.
Oh, we'll probably do more than talk.
And so you're gonna go behind.
check it out.
You're gonna go behind the dragon and
No,
and,
not right there.
and negotiate.
Yes,
Yeah.
somewhere
So-
around the corner.
With her, do you believe she would want to lead her people into battle or come with us to negotiate the deal with the dragons?
Negotiation.
So she needs to come with us.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
The worm ain't gonna be. The worm's taken care of.
yeah, like
Yeah.
so she's gonna send her people.
She would want to go with her people and make sure they got a place.
So does that mean Cora and Projet are going to go with Wolfie and Bulwark?
Right.
So then Zeph is going to be leading
Oh, Zeph's by
the drow.
Ziff is going after the worm. Yes.
So,
I could send Hinkler needs to go
Yeah, like
with them.
the Hinkler needs to go.
So
Hinkler,
Hinkler
you're
and
gonna go
Zeph.
and
after the
Twinkie,
worm.
yeah,
And Twinkie.
because
So they can have a healer.
yeah. So because you need that.
Twinkie toes.
All right. Because like I said, I'm not changing the board for certain things. You're all going to take some damage against the worm, but with the number of people that were going, and you're basically taking like 30 or 40 drow with you.
Oh my gosh! With
And he's
all my
incapacitated.
Shoot,
Yeah.
yeah.
So at some point it's going to fail because he can just sit back and just let them pound the thing with it. It still can run through over or whatever.
Yeah.
So the other group is going to get to the deep dragon. So the deep dragon was promised to be worshipped by the drow.
Oh, yeah.
So the
I
deep
guess that's what the next thing it's going to do is
the deep dragon asks to be the fourth sigil on this. Not just the Trinity, but everyone always talks about the 3 on the light. It's like he wants to be the under.
Under the scale.
Sure.
Holding the
Like
scale.
he wants to be the bottom
Holding the
because you're
scale.
showing
Yeah.
that
Like the scale is tipped on him, or
Yeah,
it's balanced on him.
he's the one holding
I
it.
don't think it's number right.
That's not a problem.
So,
Right.
so and
I don't think she would have a problem with it.
okay, so
I mean, they're about to die out anyway.
so Cora has no problem with that. She'll go through.
I mean, it's about rebuilding the drow now anyway.
So there will be like there will be like a hand, like a claw holding the scale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they don't technically they're not really a follower of Muhammad. They don't they don't necessarily follow Tiamat or Muhammad. But he sort of likes the fact that Muhammad is being held up by him. Sort of like me feels like they have power.
And we'll assign your children to the mightiest of drow warriors to be the pairing of the greatest dragon riders this realm has ever seen.
That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Just imagine drow riding dragons.
Well, but that's the thing. Like there are this dragon. There are lots of these little dragons, and drow have rogue dragons, mostly white dragons and stuff like that. But now the deep dragons really don't fly. They sort of hop and burrow, but still, like you've got this group that's basically burrow all over the place.
Come up from underneath.
It will probably take some negotiation,
Right.
because if you can harness the dragons to help you go collect the sigils. So, but the question is, where do you all stay?
Where do we stay?
In the drow city.
Are you going to save Belni? I know Bulwark and Wolfie are going to continue on.
Well, now once I would see that she was good.
It's going to take quite a bit of time to get the sigils up.
I think once she gets established, that we could get back on track with Belni, and then the sigils can wait.
Well, they're leaving in a day or two. Like that group. So
Cora can be going after the signals.
So is Cora going after the sigils? Are you going to stay with Cora? Are you all going to go with them, or are you going to stay and help Cora with this other issue of whatever Sarek was doing?
I think if it split up enough people go after Belni, I would probably stay with her. If I knew enough trusted people was going after to help her, I probably would stay with the Queen.
Both of you being there,
right?
Because you're playing both yourself
because
and Cora.
This is kind of a big deal too.
Yeah,
This is
because you found out that for the past year, Sarek's been doing things.
and plus we got to find someone who can speak to the dead. So
yeah.
Sir Charles does not have that.
Yes.
Sir Charles, do you have that?
Yes, he does.
Sir Charles does. This Char?
No,
just Sir
Charles.
Charles.
Does he speak with dead? Doesn't he? Didn't he use it?
Pretty sure he did.
I can't remember. Charlie, you're muted if you're answering me.
Vincent's secondary character has it.
It'd be in 20 after 7.
So
He's
yeah,
probably
I'm gonna stay with her.
Oh.
So okay. So Braden, do either your characters go to Sigil to help save Belni? Does it really does?
Outlands or Underdark?
Does Hinkler go to save Belni with Wolfie? I figure Twinkle would probably stay here.
Yeah, Twinkle's gonna stay.
Because he doesn't know.
But does Hinkler stay or go?
Go.
So for Hinkler's goal is to it will save Belni.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay.
Twinkle can stay with me, I guess.
And Twinkle could stay. So like I said, if you guys come, it'll be you, Cora, and Twinkle. If it's like part of this, I'm here. Of course, we're working through. I guess the only question is, what did Steph end up deciding to do? The mine's technically safe. You all took care of plenty of worm meat.
Plenty of worm meat.
He opens up a trade route to the Undercity.
He has a way into the Underdark now.
Yeah.
open up a trade route. They need help refeeding their people. They're hurt.
It takes a lot of supplies just sending to Siegel.
Of course,
Ourselves.
there's a lot of edible, drinkable things in the Underdark too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, with the knowledge I've won, I almost think that our services would be needed here to take care of the Drow. Or take care of the Cryic thing here.
Plus he's
Well,
got his bait kids.
well, he's got his kids.
Yeah.
So, but it just shows that, you know, it's just reminding everyone that Sarah, even though that Belni took care of the destruction, Sarah's still doing things.
Well, we gotta knock him down one little bit at a time.
And the cards are it. So the group going forward, they have the cards hoping to knock Sarah down a peg and save Belni. It's twofold.
Right.
So you're all going to try to stop whatever Sarah is doing here with the rings.
So that'll be another notch on him.
Yeah. So no one's been to Sigil out of this group, so that word doesn't really mean anything.
I mean, there's only 2 people that have been to Siegel.
So, well, we did have a small adventure that to near Sigil that one time they got there. Remember, Sir Charles found that, like, that's where he found the retina. We had like a group of people. That was like a quick thing. So
Yes. That was his solo session thing.
no, Bjorn was with them. So yeah, but that's where they met, where he met Retina for the first time.
That was in Siegel.
Yeah, it was in Sigil. So,
Yeah.
well, technically it was on the
'Cause-
Underworld. It wasn't in Sigil.
Well,
itself.
yeah, I mean, it was on the outer.
Yeah.
Because where he first met Retina was whenever Bad was talking to Kronos.
Oh, he met that one, but he'd met a different one at that little bar when they first got there.
Yeah.
And then he had to keep from going nuts because there were
Yeah.
he
So
was,
that's right when
he was surrounded by things, everything in there he hated.
that's when we first arrived
Yeah,
in Siegel.
when you first got there, and you had
at the bar in the desert.
So, all right.
All right, to enter roll. Yeah.
So both Proje and Cora. I need to make sure Mike wants to stay with Cora.
Well, he said he and the Queen were going with Bulwark and Wolfie to talk to the mommy dragon.
Yeah, we already talked about that. You all, it's like, that's done. We're like, because that's where they got the sigils. So there's 4.
Right.
Just, and it's ironically that there were 4 on there originally.
And why did I even write that down?
And remember that, there's now a dragon hand holding a claw, because that's what the deep dragons use, claws. So there's a claw holding the scales, which it sort of looks like it. But all right, one last time. So So you're going to stay with Cora. Proje's going to stay with Cora.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we know where everyone's going. So Hinkler.
Don't go say Belni.
Hinkler's going to go save Belni. Wolfie's going to go save Belni. And Bulwark's going to go save. When we get to we're going to get to Sir Charles. Everyone's there. Drew has declined to help. I already knew that. So, but that was part of it. So
Drew declined to help Belni.
Drew is believing he does not want to be separated from his dad, and he wants to stay and just live a mostly peaceful life. So it's like, again, he's lost his dad 2 or 3 times.
That's surprising.
So like the only thing he'd really like to put his hate and anger towards is finding Claymore. That's what he told. If he'd ever see Claymore, he will kill him. Otherwise, he's not going to seek out vengeance. So that's all of them. Of course, Bob is there. You know, Bob still says he's holding out the grove. Like between Zeph, Ankill, and Bob and a few of the other little rinky-dink people, They're the only big heroes left in Hubshine, still protecting Hubshine.
Zeph is also going to talk to Queen and see if she wants to establish a trade route.
Speaking of the Queen, does Squirrel want to finally meet Ava?
I think they should.
Since they're
We're heading to a new direction
you know,
with peace.
since
Well, not
technically they're
peace,
first
but
cousins.
Like, can Kua even venture inside the city?
No, Ava has to come to the edge. There would
Yeah.
be a meeting ground
But
like
the
this.
thing is, Cora's never truly worshipped Lilith.
But still, I mean, it's all about her alignment.
She's been neutral.
So she's lawful
She
neutral.
just got feathered.
Hmm? So the feather's the only thing in there, but
Yep.
but she's never been evil.
Yeah.
So
But I thought it had to be good.
I would
alignment
say
to the
they could.
enemies
as
of
long as you're as long as you have no
ill intention.
ill intent or you carry true evil within you. You know, being selfish, it's not, but it's really chaotic evil is about the really, really big thing that. You
I
know,
would say they'd be able to meet at a neutral site like the shrine.
no, is that where you all would want to meet?
Or the port.
Or do you really want them near the
No.
gateway?
Well, that one particular gateway actually it was a portal to the city
No. So
previously.
Well,
I would imagine they would meet on neutral ground. or
alright,
something.
so Zeph is in good stead, so you could give Zeph a letter of wanting to talk, and at some point we will probably have that conversation between Ava and the re-established Queen of the Realm. So
And there's one of the three still left out there wandering around looking for Sir Charles.
I just didn't see him before they leave. Yeah, like when they were last time down here, there was someone clad in
Oh
blue.
yeah.
So that,
Yep, I totally remember.
all right.
Which I did him about it, so.
And so with that, we know several directions going stuff. So right when you come back again, unless it's a single session, like you'll be Twink.
Twinkle baby.
Yeah, you Twinkle. So Mr.
Big healer.
the living lie detector.
Living
you
lie
don't-
detector.
You don't deal out damage. You keep people from being
Dying and lying, baby.
That's
Dying and
that's
lying.
really
Dying
it.
and lying.
Dying and lying.